Hello, everybody. Last time we learned about how each branch in stenography is difficult in its own way. Today, we're going to learn from the cotyledons how to transition from the school world to the work world in a gradual way. Last time, we saw how transitioning from one branch of stenography to another is not necessarily an easy task. Today, we're going to learn from the cotyledons how to build a career gradually. What is a cotyledon? It's the first leaf to appear from a germinating seed. Usually, there are two baby leaves. What can we learn from the cotyledons? Well, when you're newly out of school or trying to switch from one branch of stenography to another, and are new to the branch that you're attempting to join, be like a cotyledon. Don't try to take on the workload of a full-grown tree. Just be small. Take on a very small workload. I've heard stories of stenographers who got certified to become court reporters and then, after taking on their first job, quit soon thereafter from being overwhelmed at the workload. What they didn't do was take the cotyledon approach. You see, in school, teachers do something called scaffolding for students. They decide what portion of learning is suitable for their students to attempt. They don't give portions that are too big. However, most schools don't let the students decide their own portions of what they want to do. So students don't realize that scaffolding is very important if you want to succeed at learning something. It's like a ladder with rungs. If you have a ladder to the 10-foot roof, but it only has two rungs, you're not going to succeed at trying to get to the top of the roof. But if you have more rungs in your ladder, you'll succeed at getting to the top. This is what I call the cotyledon approach. Accept the fact that as a new graduate from school, you are a baby plant that has just been germinated. Don't take on a workload that's more suitable for a seasoned professional who's like a full-grown tree. That will just stress you out and discourage you so badly that you might quit. You see, the cotyledon has just two leaves. Then a few more leaves appear the next month. In a year, it may have a branch or two. 5 years later, it's a taller tree with a few fruits. 20 years into the life of the tree, it's producing boatloads of fruit in a boom harvest. Think of your career this way. Take it easy at the beginning and you'll succeed in becoming the big tree at the end. But if you try to be the big tree at the beginning and give that poor little cotyledon the amount of water and fertilizer it needs for a big tree, and pull on it to try to make it taller, and yell at it for not producing such a bountiful harvest of fruit, you'll just kill that poor cotyledon. One way that you can scaffold your learning to become a court reporter is by being a proofreader for a court reporter and seeing their transcripts while you're still a student. This can get you used to seeing how judges, lawyers, and defendants talk. Have you ever seen a newborn baby? They're the human version of the cotyledon. What do they do in the first year of their lives? Very little, but their bodies are growing and their brains and heads are growing bigger at quite an astounding rate. But it appears that they are not doing much. They sleep all day. Think of your career like a baby, the human version of a cotyledon. Don't expect at the beginning that you should do much. To be sure, when you take on just one job a week as a new court reporter, you're actually growing very fast through the learning curve of finding out how to format transcripts, how to respond to lawyers' requests to read back, mark an exhibit, etc. You're learning new things in your software about how to index the transcript. All the things you need for the job that a seasoned professional already knows how to do. This is crucial growing time and should not be taken lightly. When you are new, don't take on a heavy workload because you'll be scoping your own work and seeing where your writing needs to be tweaked to fit the job better. You may need to develop new briefs. If you are enjoying my video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.
Okay, so you see, it is very important to take on an appropriate workload at each stage of your development from student to career. Don't take on such a workload that you might kill your baby plant. Okay? And next time I will talk about how it is that I came to pursue a career in stenography. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.